Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Nnamdi Kanus sues Buhari over human rights violation. Nnamdi Kanus sues Buhari over human rights violations. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, last sued President Muhammadu Buhari over alleged violation of his human rights. Kanu, in the suit filed at the High Court of Enugu State, represents himself and IPOB with the federal government, President Muhammadu Buhari, Attorney General of the Federation, Governor of Ebonyi State and Southeast Governors, Forum as respondent. Kanu wants a declaration that the practical application of the Terrorism Prevention Act and executive or administrative action of the respondents which directly led to the proscription of IPOB and its listing as a terrorist group is illegal, unlawful, unconstitutional and amounts to infringement of his fundamental right not to be subjected to any disabilities or restrictions on the basis of its ethnicity as enshrined and guaranteed under Section 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and its fundamental right as enshrined under Articles 2, 3, 19 and 20 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights Enforcement and Ratification Act. Kanu, in the suit filed by his special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, wants the court to determine, among others, that self-determination is not a crime and thus cannot be used as a basis to arrest, detain and prosecute him and members of IPOB. Other prayers of Kanu include an order of injunction restraining and prohibiting the respondent from taking any further step in any criminal prosecutions of the applicant and members of IPOB on the basis of the said proscription of IPOB and its listing as a terrorist group. An order mandating and compelling the respondent to forthwith release the applicant and all members of IPOB from detention and to desist from any further arrest, detentions, prosecutions and extrajudicial killings of the members of the IPOB. An order mandating and compelling the respondent, jointly or severally, to issue official letters of apology to the applicant and members of IPOB for the infringement of their said fundamental right and publication of said letters of apology in 3 national dailies. An order mandating and compelling the respondents to jointly or severally pay the sum of 25 billion naira to the applicant and the sum of 500 billion naira to members of IPOL being monetary damages claimed by the applicant and members of IPOB against the respondent jointly and severally for the physical, mental and emotional, psychological, property and other damages suffered by the applicant and members of IPOB as a result of the infringement of their fundamental rights by the respondent. The reliefs are sought on the grounds that the applicant is entitled to his fundamental rights not to be subjected to any disabilities or restrictions on the basis of his ethnicity as enshrined and guaranteed under Section 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and his fundamental rights enumerated under Articles 2, 3, 19, and 20 of the African Charter on Human and People's Right Enforcement and Ratification Act. That, unless the respondents are restrained by an order of his honorable court, the applicant will continue to suffer the infringement of his fundamental right. Ejima in the pursuit prayed the court to grant the application to restore Kanus' fundamental right, hereby entitling him to remedies for the said infringement and save the applicant from being subjected to further infringement. Recall that the Southeast Governors Forum proscribed all activities of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.